Hello, welcome back to my crafty corner. This is Sarah. So I thought I'd come back on and show what else I've got done in this little Joy to the World mini album that we're creating. Was putting together these pages here and then the second one. So what I've done is I went through and I did like a third set. And I just used the leftover papers that I had and just put those all together. I can show you what I got. So the middle one here, all I did was I took this pattern and I just cut it down to, of course, the height of the rest of the pages. Scored it, you know, at 4 5/8. At 4 5/8 again, I left this piece on and I'm just leaving it like a little flip out like this. I matted that with the coffee stain paper, just like we've done in the previous two. And then I did just a sheet here, scored it at 4 5/8 of just the coffee stain paper and inked all around. And then this one, I had these two little pieces left over. So I had scored those in at 4 5/8 and it made this size of a gap. And I think actually, yeah, I left it kind of open so that it can be like a little tuck area on those. And I just lined all of those with the coffee stain paper. And then this one, the stripe one here was just one, I cut it down at 7. I think it's what the height of this album pages are. And then I just scored it at 4 5/8, folded it, and then I just cut the rest of it off so that I would have it the same size here. Like that. And then I took that pretty patterned one again and I cut it down to 7, scored it in half. So at 5 1/2, or no, yes, 5 1/2. Yeah, 5 1/2. And then the end pieces, I just scored those in so that this piece here ends up being 4 5/8, basically. And then I just folded them over. I also left those kind of to where they can be little tuck areas as well. And then I just put these over in like this. Let me make sure I got these lined back up right. Yes, yes. Did I do that in the center? Yes, I did. Okay. Because what I've done is I've already went through and punched my holes, or made my little holes where we're going to sew this in. And let me do it this way so I can get it all lined back up. Let me check it right quick. Okay, yeah. You can't really see the center one, but it is there. The other two I actually did with my little punch because I could get it in there. The third one I had to do with a needle and some thread. So here's what I've done. I made myself a little template. So I just took a little scrap piece of card that I had, scored it in half, and then I laid my ruler down and I measured, I centered it up, and then just marked the center. And then I came in 3/4 of an inch from each end. And then I did the same thing with these. I just took this template then, laid it in here like this. And I took my little punch. And this one, yeah, there we go. Just stuck it in there, punched that, punched it on that side. And then I took my needle and my little, I get a little foam board thing here. And I took my needle and I just stuck it through the center one so that it would go through. All right, so that's what I did there. And then, so I did that on all of these. So I'm actually going to put this one in the center between that's where this one's going to go. I also went ahead and punched, let me take these out for just a second. So I've also went in and I've already marked, I haven't punched these, but I have marked them where I need them to go. And I don't know if this is going to be able to go in there. So, and lining this up, I'm telling you, it's not very easy. And that is not very easy either. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to punch those. Let's see. So what I've done here, let me turn it this way. I lined it up also to center, and I actually started, I think, like here. So I lined up this centerpiece, and I can see, I don't know if you can really see, I can kind of see like where my chipboard ends, right here and right here. So that's where I'm judging mine by, where I'm gauging mine by. So I'm making sure that I have the same amount lining this up center to both sides of that, like that. And then I'm coming up, actually, it'll be 3/4. So really it'll be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think from the side. Yes, 7, 8 from the side. So that's how I did mine, so that I could make sure that I get them all centered. And then I just marked the very center hole. I did the same, turning it this way, getting the center mark there. And then that's how I ended up getting the rest. So I knew that from the ends I had to come up that far. And then, of course, it's easier to mark these after you know exactly where those need to be. I hope that makes sense. maybe it made sense. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to go through, and I'm going to go ahead and punch out my little things here. So I got those. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my little foam thing there. And I have in here my needles. I just keep them in a little bag and I just shove them down in that hole. I'm going to try this one. So I have a really big one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle that I have here, and this one actually does not have that little tip on it anymore. It's kind of blunt on the end. And so sticking this on here, I'm just going to put it on that hole, and I'm going to take my scissors, and this, where they're, you know, it's got that lip, I'm actually going to take it, and I am just going to press. Just like that. And I'm going to do that on all of those. Like that. And then there are those holes. Now mine are not 100% great. Probably not even really straight. I just marked them and did the best I could do. Okay. The needle will go through those fine. This one, it might be a little bit. One thing, it has that tape in there, so it's got a lot of that sticky that will come off on this. Okay, so then after I did that, or after since we've got that done, find the end of my string. Now I'm going to use this crochet thread, and I'm just going to kind of go 1, 2 1/2. That's probably way more than I need, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to do, go ahead and like pull that and get 3 of them going here so that I already have them ready to go. And this crochet thread, it's not very thick. I guess you could get thicker kinds. I actually got this one at a yard sale. So, and it seems to be lasting me for a very long time. But there we go. All right, keep my needle here. Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna do this little trick. And I've seen this little trick on Genevieve Design's channel, where you take and I just have a little block of beeswax. You can get this off of Amazon. Well, I don't know, maybe Amazon. I got mine off of Etsy, not Amazon, Etsy. So I just looked up beeswax. I've had it for a while, and I've got enough to last me like forever. So yeah, and you just kind of run it through, and it coats your strings with wax. So then you have like wax floss. Is that what they call it? Yeah. Alrighty, and then, well, let me thread that through there. And then we'll just start with this one. And I left my little, I have the little clips on there just to keep it, you know, together. So, I'm actually going to start from the outside. No. I'm going in. I'm sorry. So I'm going to start from the inside middle of this right here signature, okay? Leaving a little tail, about like that. And then I will go through the first center hole right there. Okay. And you kind of have to work that one, okay? So try to hold it up here where you can see what I'm doing. Okay. And then I'm going to go, and it doesn't matter which one you go in next, as long as it's, you know, in the same line. So I'm going to go through that and through all of these. Pulling that, making sure that it's, you know, tight. So you've got your little string there, making sure it's tight. And then I'm going to go all the way down to this bottom one, and I'm going to go through it and the very last hole on the actual book. Okay. And I'm going to pull that, oops, without pulling my string. So making sure that that's pulled, not ridiculously tight, but just tight enough to keep it from, you know, going. And then the tricky part here might be getting your needle back up through the entire thing. And now I want to pull this piece up through on the opposite side of this piece here. Okay. And then, of course, we can pull it, make sure that it's tight, and that feels pretty tight to me. Okay. Just pull it both ways, make sure. And then I'm going to tie this together. And I mean, 1, 2 should be probably sufficient. I did 3. And I was thinking about not leaving these really, really long, but I have seen where they tie like buttons on these and then let them dangle, but I don't know. That might be too much for this one, you think? I do know. I don't know. I'm just going to snip this one the same size, and I'm just going to leave it for now, just in case I decide to do that. And if I do, I will show it. All right, so there's the first one. So it is that's a little tight, isn't it? So we go this way, this way, this way. Pocket there. And there we go. Like that. There's a little, maybe too many knots. Maybe 3's too much. Okay. Alrighty then, on to the next one, and I'm gonna do the next two just the same as I did that one. Okay, so there we go. We've got those in, and there we go. I thought about going around the edges of my book here and inking the edges, because I feel like it looks kind of weird with everything else inked, and it's not. But we can always go in and do that if we want to. So there we go. I feel like it's pretty chunky now, but we've still got a lot of tags and stuff to add, and I don't think it's too chunky enough. You know, it still has a good bit that it can grow, so I think we're good. I'm wondering though if I want to do that button trick. I don't know. I think that would be cute. I've seen that. I have a book that's like that. I bought a journal that has that in it, and I thought that was a really cute idea, to just so that they're not just randomly hanging all weird in there, you know? Let me see. I purchased this journal from Creative Cafe Girl. I love her stuff, and I seen this one and I really liked it. And that's what she did here. She attached buttons to the inside. Her threads seem to be a little bit, mine are pretty thin. Hers are a lot thicker than mine. But I thought that would be a really cute little extra, you know, something hanging in there maybe. I haven't put any pictures or anything in this yet, but it's adorable. If I can get it back like I had it then. That's the thing. Okay, so I got some buttons here, and I just keep mine in a little jar. I got different ones, and they don't have to be massive. Now, some of these in here are kind of vintagey buttons, and then some of them are just from, I think I got them from Prima. Yeah. So I kind of like not the widest clear ones, but the more, like, have that yellowy vibe. I think that would look really cute with this one. Let's see. I may have to dump some out. I don't want big ones. I don't want those. I got tons of those. Let's see. Let's just see. That one's cute. Yeah. All right, so we got some buttons here. Finally got some of those picked out, and I think I'm gonna try it. We'll see, and if I don't like it, I can always cut them off and don't worry with it, right? My goodness. Okay, and then we'll just tie a knot at the back there, and you want it to be a little dangly, and I'm gonna actually just do a couple of knots if I can get it. It's a little, like that, and I'm gonna just trim a little off, not a lot, just a little. Okay, and do the same thing with this, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with those in the other. Okay, it's a good thing I could speed up or delete through that, because I'm pretty sure that watching me do that would have been painful. Because it's so tiny getting in there, and anyways, my fingers get in the way, you know? Yeah. So, all right, so that's what we've got. I know I had said that maybe getting these bound in and this would be the last video, but I still have all the tags and the embellishments, and I feel like probably with as long as this one's already been, to do a little bit shorter one, because if I start getting into all of that in this one, it's going to be super long. Also, I think I may end up covering this up as well. So if I decide to do that, because I mean, not that I absolutely hate that. It kind of looks cute in a way, but I don't know. We'll see. I may end up covering those up. But that's what we've got. So, yeah. So we open, and we still got to get all of our tags, and I may end up wanting to map the back of those and things like that. So, and you know, I didn't think what I could have done, I've just now thought of it, is when I stuck these two pieces together, I could have made that a pocket. Didn't even dawn on me till now. But I think that's really cute with the little button dangles in there. And it doesn't add too much, I don't think. You'll have to let me know what you think. So, yeah. Little dangly bits. Haha. Okay, so there's where we are. And I like it so far. I kind of wish I had put this one on the inside. I don't guess it really would matter, because I do have a lot of coffee stain against coffee stain right here. We may stamp. I mean, well, it's not done in here now. It might be kind of hard to stamp on it, but we might stamp or do something on these. Why not? It could fold in there like that, couldn't it? See, who knows? Who knows what we'll do? All right. Also, I was going to let you guys know that so this kit, the kits that I'm using here, they are called Super Simple Christmas kits, and there's 10 of them. And I was going back on because, like you said, you know, I have like the little ephemera and the little cut apart pieces here and these little cutouts. Well, I kind of wanted some more of the little images to cut out. And so, I mean, like in some of these others, you know, you could cut that out, but I don't want to waste all that, because you print that out, and I don't want to waste all that ink and that time and all of that. So I was like, well, I'm going to go back on there and see what else. Maybe I missed one. Maybe there's something else on there, and I can, you know, get some more images to kind of go with this. Well, when I got on that site, went to Etsy too. This is Pink Monarch prints. Now, and I'm talking about just the kit part, not the actual full pages. The full pages are, it's still from the same Etsy shop, Pink Monarch prints, but it's called Very Merry Christmas. And the other things, like all of the cut apart pieces, the little pockets and things like that, along with these little flips, those are the Super Simple Christmas. So I got on there and looking, and there are 10 of those. Now, I have not printed. I did purchase them. They were on sale. I'm not sure if they're on sale right now or not, but I did purchase those because you can get all 10 for a good price. And so I went ahead and I purchased all 10. Now, I already had 3, so that kind of means I already had 3 of them. But since I wanted the rest of them anyways, I figured that probably I could just have them all in one place and I wouldn't have to worry about, I was willing to, I guess, already have had 3 of them and get the other 7 versus trying to go through and find each single one. So that's what I did. Now, I may go through and print those off as well and see what goodies there are in those. There's 10, so there's a lot. There's different little pockets and things like that. And not that I'm going to use all 10, because that's, like I said, that's a lot. But I may go through, and especially the ones that have the little images, like this, cut those out so that we can use the ephemera pieces. I was really looking for more of like these florals and the little trees and things like that. So, but I will let you know. If I do that, I will, of course, put those in the description box below as well. All right, guys. So that's all I've got for this video. I hope you like it. If you do, you can leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. You can click that notification bell. Subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate that. If you are already, thank you so much. And thank you for watching.